My name is Theodore with the School of God in Eureka Springs. Theodore Cottingham. A flesh man, a God, calling God you to be it, calling you to grow up, to God be God, growing up God as God grows God this way. And will you see now? The School of God teaches this, and you have a school to help you be God, to come into the fullness, the richness of heaven that you are on earth with, if you will be it. For you are the creators you of, and you create you again and again if you will. And I ask you to be God, growing up God, God knowing who you are, why you're here, and what you have to do. Not, but you have a privilege, the great opportunity to be the regal royal who you were before you served anyone else or worshiped a deity, no matter what you called it. I am God in Two Shoes Cottingham, asking you to be a race of you, that we all are one, with one mind, cleaned, purged from all other not, or are you purging a lot of things that used to hold you back, that held you here on earth, Neo? Are you changing what you see with the allegory of peace? Or are you changing war, not for another? I quell a lot of wars, or do I walk among them that heal the dead? Or do you see the light? Will you ask a lot of questions of yourselves that you have never asked, you've never wanted to, you've never been called to grow up, to be God, who you really are? Will you no more separate from God again? Will you love law no more? Will you be subject to the molecule no more? What are you willing to do, O God, to be, to say this day? Will you heal each other? Will you heal you first, not in the confines of what you have believed so far? To date in your life, how many lives have you lived, O God? How many times have you been put to death at your own hand because you believed unto a lie and you gave it power over you, in you, and you spoke the words of? You brought forth the seed of destruction in you, and you tormented you with the mind of Satan, not but one that said you had separation from God. Deity of? I am no more deity worshiping. I am abolishing that theory. Or am I changing your mind? Not, but you can change yours to be you, the real you of, if you want to. For you are God, mind, one. Conscious of it now, that you include you in it, that you fabricate no blessing of sovereignty other. Will you see, divine one, you are this day, in the beauty of you? Will you heal each other with your beauty, your word, your radiance, your streaming me that one mind is, that love is? Will you grow up God this day? Will you grow into God to be it? Or are you it? Not dumbing it down anymore to create your separation. Will you change what you've been taught your life is to obey, what your life is to consist of, what the dream of the American is? Or will you change the laws of all the planets now? The planet bearers, planet creators. Oh my gosh. Will you tell God not to fly a kite again? Or will you change electricity now? Or are you changing what you do with yours? The life, oh God, of your life is what I'm talking about. I'm talking to God to be it. And I'm not praying to a God of other, somewhere off, some deity, some place, some power with. I'm asking you, plain and simple, to be Christ, if you believe in that God, or to be Allah, Buddha, or nameless, faceless, not again. For the face of God is you who will be it, including you and your brother, your sister, of every land, nation, tribe, and tongue. Hear me well. Love your brother, love your sister, your mom, your dad. Love your neighbors. Love each other. And if you won't love each other, you won't be here, for the new beginning is now. And God is God regenerated. Regenerating, God now is. And the regenerators of peace will be still no more. For we will be in action. Actionating love. Actionating peace. Bringing it about. You see, I am a simple guy who's become God because of, through the consciousness I am. That consciousness was dedicated to no other. And devoted to God I was a long time, that had an image of something else, someone else, a deity, an entity of some scope superior to mine. But I have eyes to see now that it's you, oh God, because we are a race of gods. And God has told me this. God has taught me this. God has emanated in this and brought forth the seed that grew it up day by day. For 20 years I have witnessed these miracles and brought forth these words, and mostly agonized at times, because I was learning. A different race was me. Who leads it? Or are you leading you now? out of paradise that you corrupted and turned into hell? Will you restore heaven to between your ears? Heaven comes first in you, my friends. Heaven comes down, not. Heaven comes in through your words that you speak, that you emanate, that rays you have of your power, R-A-Y-S, that speak of a belligerence, not a gain, but a humankind that won't torment it. Not, or are we? Humankind no more of. A race that rejects it being God. So I ask you to taint not your blessing this day, but teach you. Learn how to God be, God speaking to you, through you. First person, you emanating the words thereof, to all learn from. Whoever wants to, I teach God to be it. And that's what you are conjuring up, not again an identification of other. Will you no longer identify as a creation separate from God? Are you no more subject to God theory, God identification of you as something else? Will you change what you believe you are and give yourself a chance to live the life of creation, creating it, and you, the creators of? Will you see you can take these words and peel them back? Or layer by layer, will you write them upon your heart and heal you and breathe into you so that your words come forth, the seed of affliction no more, but the healing God reigns, and terror not but love. And love I do, you all. And tell you I do love you all, of every nation, tribe, and tongue. And if you won't be God with my power here on earth or anywhere else. Now, will you change you? Are you willing to power the powerful be? Are you being of light willing to be? Are you sinning no more against you? Or will you separate no more from you? Or were you the king before kings were invented? As a Coptic, surprise not, but I tell you this. I'm Greek Orthodox no more. Or am I Catholic, universal not? Or am I changing the Jewish love for each other? Or all of your love for the heavens? We are a race of light, not bent upon your rays that you adjusted were. So equivocally not but in destitution. Of marriage, to your pauperous theory. I no more create paupers that want to stay on earth and die. I'm no more the squatters fueling law, lackluster love that doesn't shine at all, but draws one to shrivel up. I am no more the known that's unknown, for I am knowing me. I know what I do. I know what I'm responsible for. These words are me, and I'm responsible for bringing them forth, as you are for yours. That's your mission, your task, your ability, your privilege. Owing no man anything. Will you obey God? Not again. Will you obey law? Not again, to repay evil for evil. I change all the laws. And I love elections not, but I change a lot of things that you selected around here. My name is Faith Not. My name is asking you to be Christ. Not again. Or will you all be fooled not again for a selection process of other? Or are you changing your government stream? Or are you American now in? Or are you not dreaming me up to be God in skies of other? Will you see you and fabricate you correctly? Oh God, this day, what are you creating in your hand? Creation of. Are you speaking it into existence this day, right now? Are you understanding creation unfolds the dream of you not again, but I am standing up and I'm here before you in your mirror telling you to be God, serving no other. I worship services destroy, not, but worship will no more be the same again here on planet Earth, where everybody worshiped another God, even themselves to be separate, in ancients' words or not. I heal God to be it, who will heal themselves to be not separate from me. I am one. And one mind of God goes not hurting each other again. So I changed the wars. I stopped them. And I need not your bullets to dodge. I'm not material matter of you. Speaking of, or are my rays light? Will you see how I am speaking what I am, doing with what I am, the energies of? Will you, the energetic, you be now, who has the energy of one creator, to be the creation of, creating light one by one. Hey, people, rejoice now, coming out of the conquerization of folly, where they only sought to conquer it and destroy each other. I live love, and my school is the School of God in Eureka Springs. Schoolofgod.com. Now, I have a website that's in process. and I change a lot of things, and I bring it forth as me. My word of, I'm the creator, you see. Are you creating you this day as you? The real one? Or the imposter that looks like you? Or are you not the doppelganger of other? Or are you spirit, not the spiritual of other? Will you ask yourselves a lot of questions now? Are you willing to be combined, not again, to be hara in, selected by space? Or are you conquering it? Now, not by another's words that select you for their sorrow. I heal love. I love God because I'm it. I came unto the friendship of one where I befriended me. And I sought my friendship. I wooed me. As I thought I was wooing God, and God was wooing me. And we had a romance going, not, or are we at the table of one? Are you willing to sit and write my words in your language and be of your faith, not conquering you, but laying it down? Secondarily, not, or are you changing all of the fractions? Are you willing to see a different story about creation? Standing still, are you no more the creators of, waiting for a God to serve, a God to come, a God to do things for you, a God theory light of? I am asking you to do nothing but love me. And who is me that I speak of? It's you in your mirror, the authority of one. I ask you to heal each other, healing you first. I ask you to love you in your mirror and not be so selective about grace of other or what you give, who to. Or are you not giving anyone away again to another man or woman? Are you gods, developing gods in the nation of gods? Light will you be the light beings of, flying here from heaven not, but originating it between your two ears? I reveal God to gods, and God be the glory of the one that seeks the one to be all the ones we are, that a race of light are, a light being people, not incarcerated to earth. And hell will no more hold us here. And we will be out of the flesh not, or will we walk in it too, just like this? I do, for a time, a season. I start a school. I have. I live stream me. I know now that I was talking to me when I was wooing God, when I was praising, seeking answers from God. I was seeking me. The real me. The real you I ask you to be. God in flesh, with your shoes, your eyes, your ears, hearing me in your hearts that emanate rays of peace in action now. please be, where you develop you as God, and God won't be a deity other to be served or come back to heal you or your race or this planet. For you are, here I am. And I am is right here across your forehead if you will be me. For I am the energy of one simple one. And I ask you to ask the right questions and not be afraid of the answers or answering you. I ask you to grow up and heal the earth and heal the planets and not be charmed by temptations to keep you here twiddling your thumbs. I ask you to get off of the rocking chairs of your porches. I ask you to come out of the benches and pews, the mosque, the temples, the churches. I ask you to come out of your homes that you've been so complacent in and write the words of love. And where will you write them, O God? Upon the tablets of stone no more? Or are you flesh no more incarcerated in? Will you see the love of Jesus? Not. Will you see the love of you? And the metaphor, understand now, the metaphors are Buddha, Christ, selective not, or are you one before time was born, coming back into the selective you that selects you first and peaceful being about it? I ask you to heal each other and enter a school, if you're ready for it, that schools God to be it. God in two shoes. God who will do the miracles. God, whether you call it Allah, Alpha, or Omega, I'm the revelation of me. And I ask you, the revelation of you, to be the real you that writes you on the tables of your heart through the words that you emanate to heal peace and be a blessing to each other, not a selective destroyer that must think like you to escape your wrath. I'm no more hell with devils all around. I'm healing love. I rejoice. My name is Theodore Cottingham in two shoes. Grace with peace all around me. And I ask you to see what you can do about it. Not, I ask you to see in your kingdom of light, between your ears, the palaces of joy, and write me the words of. Write the words of God, and God be one mind of, and heal it well. Healed and whole be this day. Now I ask you to see you as God and allow your creation to take place in love that loves it, to be the creation of creating love all over again, light people has. I ask you to help them with their papers if you're in love school. Will you teach English? Will you teach law? Not, but love. Will you love the fools into the kingdom that begets their light through their own words, that they see now the Paul to Saul story, not, or are you changing all of your backwards ways, your backwoods theories, or coming before God are you this day, judging God in your mirror? The judgment of is here, folks. Judging God, you do, because you create it, you see. The creation of God is God. God is creating a race of new light people, light beings. And we will not succumb to joy that robs us from it, for we are no longer derailed by the tempter's temptations to see all of this as reality. For the real curtain is drawn back, and the reality of rivets other that hold time and space together. Your travel as will no more be, for I dematerialize me. Or do I assemble me properly through the words that I am king of, kingdom in? My apparel is the regal me. I am presented in cloth bound circumstances no more. But I wear some this day, and I teach like this, and I preach, and I reach God's to be God again. And this is my name, the name of this message, reaching God to be it. God, born again, is. And the Again God series is now presented to you for your suffering not but your love, where you become it day by day through due diligence. You see, rigorous is my school. I have standards, I have requirements. Or willing are you to require of you a different regimen? Or will you complacent be no more in your homes? Or are you moving here to Eureka Springs? Or are you in the skies of the Most Holy One right here between your ears in your mirror? Will you see you are the one we all waited for? You are the one everyone said would come, redeem us, heal us, no matter what your name for it was. Will you heal you and love me of every nation, tribe, and tongue on earth and farther? Not willing to go to, not again. For space you will not fear, and time you will not be dedicated to, and no one else will inscribe on your genes their dictations of. I have mine, and I free you all. Who will free me to be the real you, the voice of the energies one? And you will not be the force of the forced field of other. I change it all, and my name is law in the grave, shall no more be made anew, and the theories of that will no more rapture you into suffering. I am no more the waiting for the waited, for I free me, and light I am. The burden of you is gone, and I cast my swine before pearls no more. Or are you changing all of what you write and how you understand the stories of love? Will the tree of life you be begetting now properly? The tree of love in the garden of truth, you being it, emanating it, talking with me each day like this, where you record on your genes the same as I am doing now to mine. I live love. Analyzing these words, rhetorical analysis, not, or are you changing what you dictate, what you know, what you feel are your powers? Will you heal the little children? Will you be patient and kind with God this day? Will you love God of every tribe and nation? Will you king the king in your power that's you to love each other and not destroy them, not destroying you, for you are all one. I am, revealing I am to all I am. And love is present and accounted for. You will have a choice, for you have a will. If you don't separate it in the freedom of you to conquer you in your own thinking. That separate was not, but you decided it was. My name is man, not among you. My name is love. And I look like this for now. I am women in peace. I am leadership of terror not again. So I ask you to be God in your shoes, creating a king, the kingdom of, that's you, of light, castling no other moves, your rooks as, or changing your kings, not again to be under queens, or will everything change? The chess moves of life. Are you moving here? Are you asking love to be it? Will you create a school that's you, driven in, not but led in peace, creating a new learning method, seeing how to emanate, seeing how to raise the Christ that's you. The rapture, you raptured you. You encased you in steel, not again. You called cloth, not but flesh. You came out. Oh, golly gee. What a novel idea. Not but I tell you this. I have preached many a message, and I have reached God to be it. Reaching out I am to you this day. In your native tongue. In your language. To heal you from within. And grow up, not needing training wheels the rest of your life. To die out. Caskets wanting. Burying your dead will be no more. Or are you changing? What you bury in you no more. Will you raise the Christ that you, or a simple God being God, no matter what you call it? I am Christ, not fooled by. I am one simple guy in Eureka Springs. God calling God to be it. Writing God upon the tables of the heart of stone to be flesh now. in one body, mind, and suit, not your armor off needed. So God, growing God, being God, teaching God, creating God, you do this day, who will be it in your shoes, with love, in your eyes, through your eyes for each other, seeing the palaces of light arise now do, be one. Thank you. Thank you for listening to these words, hearing them, writing them upon your heart, analyzing them, lessonating them. What does that mean? I teach that. Before I do again. In seminars at the table of one. For you to write your words, the first person you. The table of one seminars soon start, as does my school daily classes with. I speak like this, causes you to think, causes you to control you not, but freedom release in the comfort of I am one. Heal all without the selectivity of sorrow. Heal you first and love you. Crown the mighty King of kings be, all of us one, in the kingdom of the crown regal royal. God, being, God regenerating God again, a race of light people throughout time. And space will no more conquer us, nor isolate us in wards other. Good day. My name is Theodore, in the School of God in Eureka Springs, schoolofgod.com. These words are free, but cost you everything if you eat them. But if you digest them, they won't be bitter, for the light will come through the channels I am on this day. I love you. I am at box 34 in Eureka Springs. Write me with your pencil, your pen. Write me. Write who you are. Ask me questions. See if I will answer you on this broadcast. See if I will answer you in person. See if I will answer you in your mind. To have the mind of one do these things, to be not in sorrow, but create new worlds, me, the blessing of Christ, regenerated God, grow up God, no matter what name you have for it. God, be the love of one, united me. Okay. Live stream number, gee golly, I don't know. A couple dozen now, maybe more. And maybe you'll live stream like this in my school, where you teach each other to, you let, you compliment, you compare, not to destroy, but you encourage. What the mind of one does now is to behold it. Love to be it in the one I am. The new beginning may be, please, and sorrow will not ensconce you again. Freedom disperse everywhere in the light of joy. Good day. Theodore Cottingham, schoolofgod.com. Good day. Share these words, live them, love them. Love your people, love your families. Love every nation, tribe, and tongue, no matter what they've done to you in the past, for you are not subject to that time zone again. Be love, generating the new, the original us. Thank you. Good day.